building office.
Then who now we will go to now. If you are there, you know that the money that is in the budget is a legitimate money for you. Why should you go writing, asking other people to fund your retreat? Is it urgent, as you're saying? It's not anything urgent. It's intended for people to go, enjoy or eat your meal 3 times a day, or drink some
Thank you, sir.
Juices and get a lunch. That's just all.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Singh. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, my name is Ishon B. Chuluke, and according for my needs a resident.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Andrew, thank you for your analysis and thank you for your talking point this afternoon. But I just want to make a little bit of correction. That position you're talking about was existing and was occupied by one Princess Grace Tao. She was the last assistant minister for
which government? Which government? Alien or we are?
No, George we are. Princess Grace Tao or Princess Tao. She's occupied that position. You sure or you assuming? Because through our president, we are 6 years. I did not hear that office. It is now that I've heard it. Yeah, it's been existing. Giving you a reference now. The assistant minister for that position, she's Grace P. Tao. She occupied that position. She was the assistant minister of personal.
But that name is even strange. That name you claim that she occupies is strange. All right, thank you. Okay. Hello. You are on the air, sir.
Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon.
This is William Harris.
Let's hear you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you for the program. Say, Sam, my first time of year, President Boga get creating for people to wait here for people to get money. That position in the Ministry of Information, my very first time, we're arguing on this. My very first time, you get created office. They put it on a very small size government, downsizing people, but they're adding people on people, appointing, creating position for people around here. How would it be, President Boga? But when I go down with President Boga, thank you for the war plan code to appoint that man to make sure and people in the country so they will bring the justice. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you too. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Chris here calling for Brother Angate specifically.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, brother. Well, we Liberians wanted that he will get it. What our president doing tomorrow, he's creating more problems for to come. But this is what we want. What we put in and what we get. Thank you for the day.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day too. Hello. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Andrew. How are you?
I'm fine.
Well, the government program and funding information material to be preserved chicken society.
Let's hear you.
So the issue, when it comes to the delay of the president appointing people, I think that there is a criminal act in a sense that from January up to now, if you have about 20 positions that the president appointed someone into, meaning that money be going into the president's pocket. Tell the Liberia people get that one. There is a big criminal act in nature. Addition to the position at the Ministry of Information, from my research that I came up to in recent times, that I didn't position assistant minister of new brand media.
New media and branding.
Branding. That identical position is not being existing at the Ministry of Information. So we went there, we did contract there, and we know that identical position has not been existing. Now you're going to make freedom for them, who can also they don't make it clear that we they don't get land. Look at me, evidence they don't. They're going to make freedom for them. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Monrovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakata, Magibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7, Bonn County, the online radio in which you can follow the show from wherever you are around the world. www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. Today is Thursday, the 20th of June 2024. This break, when we come back, then we move to the next issue. We are in Banga and DLTA, and then we close with President George. We are caution to seditions.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta whip us some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in D and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to beat? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
Oh, yes, the lie to us. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. The time is a minute past 4 o'clock. Let's have the news.
Voice of Liberia News Summary is read by Abraham Sylvester Panther. His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai Sr., President of Liberia, has nominated and appointed several key figures to crucial government positions. This extensive reshuffle affects the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism and the Office of War Crimes Court, the National Disaster Management Agency, and Liberia County University. These appointments, contingent upon Senate confirmation, were necessary aimed to bolster governance and operational efficiency across these significant institutions. At the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, President Boakai has appointed Mr. Daniel O. Sando as Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, along with 4 others in various roles. Councillor Jonathan Massaquoi is nominated as Executive Director of the Office of War Crimes Court, while a comprehensive board lineup for the National Disaster Management Agency and the Liberia University Board has been established, featuring diverse representatives from multiple ministries and sectors. These appointments, which supersede any previously announced, reflect a commitment to enhancing the administration's functionality and ensuring diligent professional service. President Boakai emphasizes the need for integrity and dedication from the nominees as they assume their new roles, calling on them to uphold the highest standards of public service. Nemo Partners for Democratic Development has released an in-depth report highlighting that the Liberian legislature has considered 33 bills. The in-depth report was based on its monitoring of Liberian legislature, including both the House of Representatives and the Senate, during the first quarter of the first section from January 15, 2024 to April 30, 2024, as well as including data from the extraordinary sittings held between April 2nd and April 30th, 2024. According to NEMO Partners for Democratic Development, the initiative aims to strengthen political accountability and build public trust in electing officials. Findings were gathered through direct observations of legislative sections, analysis of lawmakers' position on issues and policies, and examination of public records and official documents. The findings from the institution disclosed that the legislature held 78 sittings, 51 in the House of Representatives and 27 in the Senate, with 56 being regular sittings and 13 secret sittings. However, the report showcases that the House of Representatives considered 22 bills, passing 4 while 18 remain in committee room while the Senate introduced 11 bills, passing 3 with 8 still in committee room, totaling 6 significant bills and 1 resolution passed by the legislature addressing key areas of national interest such as the economy, human rights, tourism, and trade. Be reminded that you are listening to News Summary on Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia and other frequencies in Margibit and Bone counties. The Civil Service Agency has blocked the payroll of 2020 or 210 unverified individuals from 12 government spending entities. According to the Director General of the CSA, Joshua Jokai, the process was done through physical verification and hair counts of employees, which indicates that the over 200 individuals were not working. The institution includes Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Liberia Broadcasting System, Central Office, National Water Sanitation and Hygiene Commission, Ministry of Agriculture and Industrial, Monrovia City Cooperation, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Mines and Energy, Liberia Institute for Public Administration, and the National Center for Coordination and Response Mechanism. However, the CSA boss noted that the over 200 persons blocked from the government payroll were earning over US $400,000 yearly. To end, I'm Abraham Sylvester Panto reporting. Good evening.
The next news is at 6 o'clock. Welcome. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. So let's move now to the next pointer. The government have been trying to get certain people out, and they've succeeded, especially with some tenure positions. They've succeeded, like the LTA that led to 2 of the suspended officials resigning. They had wanted to remove all those occupants from tenure position, and Unity Party loyalists or loyalists of President Joseph Yoma Boakai moved there. Some, they tried the best they can. They activated certain provisions legally. It didn't work. They will move and come out with some political shenanigans. It didn't work. Those people stay on in their respective positions. One of them now, according to information filtering from the corridor, they want to get Emma Glasgow, head of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture, out. The president had not been, even though she had done remarkable job over the years, but they've made the president to believe that this woman shouldn't be there. And not that the president is not aware of her significant gains she made over the years as head of that entity. The president himself is aware. And not that the president is in favor of removing her, but he's been pressured. I know this for a fact because the situation with Morning Captain, it is the same. Certain Unity Party loyalists or fans within the corridor of the executive mansion and that of the legislature, specifically the Senate, they wanted Morning Captain out of LEC. They argue, one, that he is inept, that over the years he had not done anything significant. The country remains in dark, and a lot more that went to the political side, that he's making astronomical figure at the expense of the Liberian people, only for LEC to give a clearer picture that Morning Captain is not being paid by a dime from the Liberian government or the Liberian people, but rather a contract that he's on with the international community, paying him to do a good job in Liberia for his country. No sooner had they intensified their pressure on President Joseph Yoma Boakai to have Morning Captain removed, the president had a meeting with Captain and other top officials in the electricity sector to assure them of his support, given what Captain and his people had done over the years. When they saw that discussion, followed by footages, every one of them remained mute. And that's how that situation died. Now they shifted their ammunition to Emma Glasgow. They are pressuring the president again to remove Emma Glasgow, to put somebody of their liking there. Now, listen, I know this for a fact because I got a hint of how the appointments are being made. That the president, people are recommending, people are sending names, and according to the information, the president don't know about 60 to 75% of the people he appoints. People are pressuring Mr. President. The information has it that people go with their relatives, their friends. They talk more about competence. The person can do the job. This person being there, this person served in the past government. You can keep this person there serving another 6 years. What would it mean for our government and people who struggle? That's the hint I got. Listen, somebody within. So I soon realized that, yes, Mr. President is the president, but I can understand. It happens with every president. It happened with the interim government people. They were under pressure. People had different names, even though that was an extra arrangement. Then came former President Charles Taylor. people going with names here and there to the president or passing through certain people who were close to him. Then, fast forward, came former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. People will go to her, influence her, use other people. They say a lot. Former President Sirleaf would make it clear that some of the people she appointed, she didn't even know them. She had the opportunity to have gone at the Ministry of Transport. At the time, they were on Broad Street, side River Lee, and she was going up, and this deputy minister was coming down, and then he greeted her most respectfully, and the president looked in his face and said, "You're working here?" And he said, "Yes." And the president said, "What's your position?" He called his position, and former President Sirleaf said that, "Who appointed you?" That was the question she asked him. "Who appointed you as deputy minister?" That information stated, I will never ever forget it because I was there. Then came former President George Weah. We all know the scramble, the confusion that came up with the appointment, names going. The accusation came up that former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Nathaniel McGill, now Senator of Magibi County, had a specific list of people and monies were given to him, and he was taking money from people to appoint. The confusion was all over the place. These people who are in government today, they were on the government's back. And then President George Weah was forced to intervene, or was compelled to intervene, and he resolved that matter by putting a stop to the appointment, given how it was then. So the same thing is happening with President Joseph Yeman Boakai. I can understand it's not easy to be a president. It's not easy to run a country. You are at the mercy of the people called advisors. They have vested interest. Two, they will not like a certain person at a given ministry, even if that person is changing Liberia into heaven. They will still ensure that something is done to get that person from that place, and their vested interest occupies that place. If you look at the government carefully, that is what is happening. Most of those areas, there are people who have interest, and they appointed their interest. And at the close of the day, most of the people who fought hard for the party, you see them having press conferences all over. This enchanted Unity Party partisans. Why? Because people with vested interest went ahead, and then they did what they could do in terms of influencing or pressuring the president or influencing people close to the president. So the job's almost finished, nothing there. They're having news conferences all over the place, this enchanted Unity Party supporters. So the information is they are trying to do everything they can to have Emma Glasgow removed from the National Fisheries and Aquaculture as head of that institution. They've pressured the president to tell her to resign by mutual consent. Mutual consent, resignation by mutual consent is this. It works two ways. The head can look at the situation and speak to the person most respectfully and say, because of this, just resign. One. Two, the head wouldn't want to do it, but because he or she is under so much pressure, can call the person and just say reluctantly, because of the situation, because of this, I will expect that you just tender in your resignation, and the person just leaves, just like that. Let me give you a reference. Ambulai Johnson, Internal Affairs Minister in Ellen's government, things went the way it went. What did the president tell him to do? To resign. And he resigned voluntarily. There are people who resign. They just resign when, yeah, this person resigned from the government. Not that the person wanted to. Not that it was the person's decision, but they will portray it that way. But the leader would tell the person to resign. Either the leader was pressured or the leader was not pleased with certain things that were done. So it is the same. Not that Barker don't know Emma Glasgow's progress. Not that the president is unaware. He is aware of the significant strides that Emma Glasgow had made in the fishery sector since, and how she generated millions of dollars for the government then and the government now. But the president doesn't want to remove her, but he's been pressured, he's been cornered by a certain people to have her removed. So they are telling her that this is the situation, just resign. Just resign. That's the situation right now. So there is this uneasiness at the National the National Fisheries and Agriculture Institution. So it's being portrayed, but the information is not true. It's being portrayed. Yeah, what they're saying, one of the reasons why they think that she should resign, that she is a staunch member of the coalition, the Congress for Democratic Change, because the Coalition for Democratic Change entitled the Congress for Democratic Change. But that is not true. Emma Glasgow is not a member of CDC. Emma Glasgow went over there based on the tripartite arrangement. And her sponsor was the former vice president in the CDC government, Joy Howard Taylor. She had worked with the former vice president, a good relation, delivered well, and she was sent for studies abroad. And when she came back, it was just within the time CDC had ascended or was ascending, because they had announced President George Weah president. And so, given that NPP was allotted a certain ministries or given the opportunity to put forth certain names, the vice president then put forth the name of Emma Glasgow. That's how she went there. Whether she is a member of NPP, I don't know. But she had been with the vice president at the time she wasn't vice president. So in Liberian term, we'll say she had been the daughter to the vice president. Almost everywhere the vice president went then, prior to becoming vice president, Emma Glasgow was with her. Emma Glasgow was just like, we say, beg ball. So she was just, Emma Glasgow was beg girl. Because you see Joy Howard Taylor here, you'll see Emma Glasgow. You see Joy Howard Taylor over there, you'll see Emma Glasgow. So when the positions, when they were appointing, she put forth Emma Glasgow's name, and President Weah didn't hesitate, but appointed her. So one of the informations, or the information that is lingering, that she is a staunch member of the Coalition for Democratic Change, using that as a reason for her removal, not true. And even if she is a member of the Congress for Democratic Change, she is a Liberian, qualified Liberian, even qualified and overqualified than some of the people who are occupying lucrative positions. President Joseph Yuma Boga spoke of inclusive government. So it can be, let's assume that she is a seditious, a member of CDC. So is it wrong? Is it a crime? Is it against the law of this country? Is it unconstitutional for such a person or person of a political party that is not in power to not work in government? No. So either way, the argument does not make sense. Whether she's CDC member, stalwart, or NPP or NPC or C, whatever. No, she is a Liberian. It shouldn't be portrayed that way. Let not Unity Party be using CDC to get rid of certain people. Characterization is bad. Characterization is one of the things that led to Liberia 14 years war in which people died. People kept grudge. People held things against people they did not know. All of these things are very mindful, or something for us, something for us to take into consideration. When the person is performing and delivering, let the person be there. The most important thing you want is to have the country develop. And if that person, who is a very significant player, making gains, then why remove such person? Why remove? It will make no sense. In fact, it will even cripple the team. Do you see a coach taking out a player who is very effective on the pitch, who is bringing goals, success to him? He keeps that player there because he knows that if he takes that player out, it's going to be a problem. Every leader needs strong, capable, qualified player on their team. And Emma Glasgow has been a very good player. Her record is clean. So why you want to move the woman because, quote unquote, she is a member of this place, she is a member of this institution? The argument is not on performance or underperformance or just performance. Not that they're not arguing that she hasn't performed. They're not arguing that she has underperformed over the years. The argument is we just don't want this woman there. Let's get our Unity Party person there because this is our time. This is our government. The same thing that CDC people were saying, that this is our time. This is our government. These same people who are in government today initiating the getting out of people from certain place, they oppose it to the letter and said like qualified Liberians should be given the responsibility. Once the person is qualified, why go after people? Why witch hunt? They give all kinds of interpretations to it. But yeah, they are doing the same thing. So what is the difference? What is the difference? Why take someone who has performed and stay performing, who has done so well, remarkably, in her sector? Why? It is a grudge. It is a witch hunt. This is no support or no public relation for Emma Glasgow. No, we haven't met. The last time I tried communicating with her, she was very awful, and she still is today. So it's not a public relation for her, but the wrong. Let it be done right. If she resigns, fine. But the woman should not be pressured out of that place. It should not be because we want a certain person from our place to go there, just as they did at NASCOP, the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, to the extent that Mrs. How they call the woman, Kamena, had to resign because she was pressured. It shouldn't be that way. This is a witch hunt. It is hate. It is grudge. Unity Party people can be all over everywhere. It can be a one-party state. That only Unity Party people will be working. Only Unity Party people run the government. Then why did President Joseph Iwan Baka say in his campaign promise, his inaugural address, the State of the Nation address of inclusive government? Then why did he say that? Or it was just a lip service to get people clapping? But he gone on record. That voice is here. Don't even ask me. Yeah, he said it. He said it. He said it when he talked about the 100 days. He made it, even in the 100 days, he made it clear. He said, going to form a government of inclusion. The 100 days. Then beyond the 100 days, he said it. The inauguration, he said it. The State of the Nation address, his first State of the Nation address. He said it. So the president can contradict himself. No. So those of you who want Emma Glasgow out, you're pressurizing the president. You're giving all kinds of excuses or all kinds of reasons to the president. You have to stop. It's wrong. If the person is qualified, let the person work. The person is a Liberian and doing the work for Liberia, not against Liberia. You got the people who you should be taken out of this place, out of their position. You ain't have time. You have the Lebanese man there. The Lebanese man, the white commerce minister. You ain't after that. The white commerce minister who is not performing. The industrial sector is bad of the commerce of the country is bad of nothing working. No standard of price regulation and other things. Nothing. You get the white man sitting over there. One tell you the men are white men, you get vexed. The only men you get vexed. You go to the men's businesses. Who managing them? Who managing them? So Lebanese people. They won't tell the men are Lebanese men. The white Lebanese, you can get vexed. Then you say the men are the Liberian. The man Liberian, the man dare himself. The man made a vow to ever put Liberian name in his name. Because Ami Moda, he dare put Liberian name in his name. When they put when I call my name, they know a Liberian, same Otto Ball Andrews. Otto. They call it the Maryland middle name. Then they will start asking you related to this person, related to the other person. The people can ask. I say, yes, this person is so and so, this person is so and so. You say, oh, your mother was so and so. You say, oh, I can see. So they know how to trace the link by the name. Let me dare put any Liberian name in the middle of a name. You will know. The first thing a Lebanese man at that Belakasa and other places, his businesses are, they'll start blasting him. The man, you ain't after the Lebanese man, the white commerce minister. But you're flushing, you're behind your own typical indigenous Liberians. They must get out. But the white people, they appointing all over. Yeah, the other man, you go appoint to FDA. That man, that Lebanese man. You ain't get time. You ain't looking at all those ones. But typical Liberian, you want them out. So this is how we conclude on this. That's why I came out. They stay pressuring Emma Glasgow to resign. That they want her out at all costs. So that they appoint somebody at the national that institution. The president doesn't want to move Emma Glasgow. No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to move Emma Glasgow, but he's been pressured. He's under pressure. I can understand. It's not easy on President Joseph Mima Boakai. It's not easy. Being a vice president is wanting vice president an easy thing. It's just a walk in the park. You lay on your cushion, you drink your tea or your juice. You walk around. Not much pressure on you. No. That's why in the governance or the structure, that position is referred to as ceremonial position. The president does almost everything. The vice president is just the special aide to the president. So again, but when you become president, the responsibility now, everything on you, you carry the whole country. That's how it looks. I can understand. The guys around as advisors are the bye-bye men. The bye-bye guys. Okay. So you're listening to Bits and Pieces of Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Morovia, Kakata, Bong, the online radio, Dario.voiceofliberia.radio.com. So this one will take us into the Congress for Democratic Change. The Coalition for Democratic Change no longer exists. Even though we've got information, reading some things, oh, the coalition stay intact, but everybody has left. NPP out. How they call Tyler people, he left. Tyler left earlier, and then the other people left. Why? Because CDC now in power again. Joe, we are not president. So right now, the party is purely, the party is doing everything, even though it is in opposition and they try to be forceful, but the party does not have money. Everybody from the standard bearer down, they are managing right now. They are managing. Why? Because they're not over the covers again. 2, those collaborating or constituent or integral parties or partners, they will not stay within that tripartite arrangement and be supporting the arrangement. They wouldn't want to do it. Why? Because they will not have anything in return. Every investment must go with a return. Every investment has a return. When you invest, there should be a return on your investment. So if they invest their money into the tripartite, how are they going to get it out? CDC now in power. Forget about the political side. Look at it from the economic side of it. So all of them withdrew. That tripartite arrangement came to an end. CDC is standing on its own. The defect parties are standing on their own. What did NPP say? They said 2028, then they will start to make a determination whether they will form a coalition, alliance, or merger. But for now, everybody on their own. So we already know in terms of alliance, merger, coalition, we already know where they will head. The party that has the money. That's how it works in Liberia. So let me share this with you. From the onset, when President Weah announced, former President Weah announced that he was not too sure of contesting 2029, the mathematics or the equation he said, some believe it, but majority didn't believe. Because in 2029, he will still be in his prime. So apparently, he was trying to portray it in a way that either he wanted the people to hold together or that he was just being honest. And then a couple of months after, he comes back to say that he will contest 2029 elections. In fact, CDC will be a strong opposition. Fast forward, the president comes, the former president comes to release this. I don't know, seditions, if you listen to this, I try figuring out exactly what he's sending across, but you can decide. Listen to what he is saying.
In the 2024, not be 2024, and we will withdraw. 2029. We give this love. What now in the present? God gave you the ability, the possibility to work, to earn, to be great. If you see waiting for the future that is now a promise, you have the same issue day in and day out. That's what we know as because you have to prepare yourself. And when you do it, it's a space like that. If you get that space and you refuse and you wait, you know, today technology advances. There are a lot of things going on. The time you waiting, the students for the thing when you refuse to work, when you refuse to look for possibility, you wait for 2024. 2024 may not be a new year for you.
What is
The word of God in the future there is no peace. Why are you waiting for 2029 to work when the 2023 is here? So you miss it. In the 2024, you not be 2024 and you will go wait for 2029. You give this love.
okay? Good advice. Very good caution for the future. 2023, he said, you refused. You didn't work. They had the opportunity. 2023 passed. You're in 2024. And in 2024, you're hoping for 2029. So, in essence, what he was saying, use 2024, buckled up, seditions, and everybody, because the advice was not only, it was a general piece of advice, and that's a very good piece. What it means, every opportunity you have, every period you have, every year you have, make the maximum use of it. Don't think that you have ample time ahead of you. Don't think that you got many years ahead of you, because the future is unknown. So his advice, as I listen to him over and over, it's both moral and political. Political to political parties, specifically his supporters, seditions, moral for every one of us. There are too many moral lessons we can learn from it. Taking advantage of the now, making the maximum use of the now, not giving any room to complacency or relaxedness or hope that you will get to the future, but rather you use the now, the time, the period, the year unto yourself and move forward. So politically, some people will interpret it to mean that, oh, he really might not contest 2029. But if you listen to it carefully, he's also disappointed. He's expressing a disappointment also. If you listen to it carefully or listen to him carefully, he said in 2023, you refused. Didn't we say that CDC was going to lose the election, given how partisans of CDC were behaving? Didn't we say that it was George Weah who was campaigning for George Weah, while the rest of the guys were comfortable in their respective comfort zones with the many United States dollars they had, enjoying themselves and had no time to campaign, and 2023 was gradually fading and we needed re-election? Didn't we tell you that the signs were clear that President Weah was going to lose the election. At the close of it, didn't he say the same thing, that his officials and other people at various ministries did not do well? That recording is here. He said they did not do well. They were not at the aid of the people. They were too authoritative. They were not meeting the needs of the people. So everything turned against them. And if you look at the percentage at which President Joseph Yema Boakai won the election, very infinitesimal, very minute, that tells you that it was a protest vote. That since you're not responding to us, your people not conjugating the verb, not that you have not done anything significant in this country, you did. Your handprint, your footprint, your fingerprints, all over us developmentally. But since your people had no time, they're not doing anything. When you call them, they give you cheek, all kinds of. So the vote that we should give you, we give to Boakai. Not that Unity Party actually had the popularity to have won overwhelmingly and they won overwhelmingly. No. But seditions were complicit. And the same thing is creeping into Unity Party. The only thing that is helping Unity Party now is early. So they will learn lesson before going into the second year, the third year, the fourth year. CDC officials and partisans became very complacent in the middle of the game because one, President Weah, a popular figure. Two, the man carried out so many developments and on and on. If you listen to them, go back to some of the campaign messages. And that didn't resonate with me. You got to take time to reason. I told a group who were in our community usual intellectual discussion, and you got great guys, and we were moving from one end to another. And I said to them, given what I'm seeing, look at the Unity Party, look at CDC campaign. Forget about the other guys, because Unity Party and CDC are the two guns. They are the two heavyweights. But look at how Unity Party is campaigning. Listen to their messages. Listen to their officials. There are a couple of things you can see. One, they are resolute. Two, they don't have money, but they are telling the people that they have everything to make the difference, apart from capitalizing on CDC errors. Three, it has sunk into the hearts, minds, soul, boom, marrows of the rest of the people that Unity Party coming in will make the difference. Hold it constant. We're talking. And then I said, look at CDC. Look at how the officials are campaigning. President Weah has done significantly well. His footprint, handprint, toe print, fingerprint, everything all over the place. Nobody can deny that President Weah did not do anything developmentally. But listen to what the people are saying, how they are campaigning, how his officials are campaigning. You can't campaign like that anywhere. What the president has done is what all of them are capitalizing on. The president, free WAS, free tuition at the University of Liberia. The president base postpaid. And I said to my colleagues, those are new facts. They are practical. You don't need to tell anybody that President Weah paid or created a free tuition at the university. You don't need to tell anybody that the president set up this pact. You don't need to tell anybody that he built 14 military hospitals. You don't need to tell anybody that he built housing units in this place, in that place. I said, these are all seeable things. These are things that people talk about. The message is all over. It went far a while. In campaigning, that is far less. Tell the people what the person is going to do beyond what he or she has done. I said, that's what they were not doing. That's what they were not doing. All of them were complacent. They had $3,000-4,000 United States dollars in the pocket. They have the tinted windshields on. Moving from one end to another, one president, we are going to a given place to campaign. All of the officials will follow him. I say, guys, you look at it. That is wrong. When all they needed to have done, everybody didn't need to follow President Weah everywhere he went. When you campaigning, you do the auto-pause campaign. The leader on the other side, the vice president on the other side, the campaign manager on the other side, the deputy spokesman, you're spread all over. As long as you can beat future development in the heads of the people, there will know no other name to cast the vote for but that person you're selling. But when President Weah goes in Magibi to campaign, all the officials, the entire government behind him. When he goes to Soninwen, everybody follow him. What were they saying? All of them were saying the same thing. The president created free wash. The president built for the military hospital. So the message was not, the people were not getting convinced that, oh yes, on top of it, they were mean. They refused to conjugate the verb. Unity Party should not have beaten CDC in the election. Unity Party did nothing extra. Unity Party only capitalized on CDC minutes and preaching one message over and over. Look at the margin. That's the margin should tell you. Look at the margin. CDC shouldn't have lost. Unity Party shouldn't have beaten CDC. In fact, the Unity Party people were not too sure. And I can say whether you like it or not, because that whole thing, you said that you people are political pundits more than I am. You people are more edgy than I am. But, yeah, something happened within that NEC. NEC too helped to play against CDC. NEC created a mystery character called Edward Appeton. Who knew Appeton? What did Appeton do? Even you put Appeton now, you have an election, you bring Appeton in area, Appeton can come 6th place. But Appeton will always tell that Appeton should come 6th place ahead of Alexander Cummings. Let's assume Cummings was not doing well. Still, Appeton can go ahead of Cummings. Every count, the mystery character, Appeton Edward. Even in county that Appeton did not go to. Next year, the man collected 20,000 votes. The man collected 10,000 votes. That whole thing, it was mastermind, it was NEC creation. That's what brought CDC votes down. I can say that. It's clear. You look at it, simple reasoning. Who was Appeton? Who knew Appeton? Appeton, in his natural self of campaigning, can accumulate those votes. But a mystery character was created. And even if NEC helped CDC, if NEC helped Unity Party, it was because of CDC's negligence. That's why you never ever be complacent in life. Even if you have achieved, never ever rest content on your achievement. Continue to move forward. If it causes you to reach out to people in your community, in your house, everywhere, reach out to them. What did President Weah say? When that Brian Butter issue came out, what did Clip say? When he urged his ministers to reach out, to prioritize. He even told them to go on farms, to create farms. He even said that some of you in your community, you don't even get the people like in your community. He said it. He said some of the ministers, you're living in a community, you don't even get your neighbor's light. When President we went rehab, what happened when he moved there? That whole area, the testimony there, everybody, he electrified that whole place. People who were paying for current, they had to divert that money to something else. Government ministers, CDC ministers living in community, they prefer to build the fence all the way up. You can see the zinc. Least to say, give people current. President we had said it. He said, some of you are living in your own community. The people don't feel you. You don't even reach out to the people to walk around to visit them. You don't even give the people current. All of these things, those guys, they did not know it was affecting CDC. So the president now, the former president, is saying 2023, you refuse. That means you don't do nothing much. We're in 2024. Then you hoping, you say 2029. Instead of talking about 2029, we should be here as the government. But because you refuse to work and work well and send the message across well, so ain't happy. Then you're talking about 2029. 2029. I mean, we are got wisdom.
In the 2024, not in 2024, and we will wait for 2029.
So that's what I can say to that. You can have your say now on 0770-907-907-0776-36-40-45 886-673-922. That was a caution, and the caution is in twofold. Moral lesson for everyone to make maximum use of the time available to him or her. 2, politically, you seditionists will not have to decide. When a person says such, or when the leader says such, you have to sit down and think. You put up your thinking cap real good now. I don't know the next statement he might make. Probably the next statement might be very formal that, no, I'm not interested again. You can find a new standard bearer. In fact, we got the convention coming up. You can tell. You can tell. But this is a hint. A hint. Yeah, you have to be, you seditionists, you have to think twice. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Edwin Tule, District 9, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you.
My brother, this is my first time listening to you. You remember the mistake of CDC was the refusal to conjugate a verb. You hear me?
I'm listening to you, sir.
Yeah, the refusal. Can you imagine my own born brother from one father? Can you imagine? I was qualified. I got that for University of Liberia. I went to that man. I'm a policeman. I don't want a new job. Just recommend me to the director of police. Let me become somebody to help myself to go to law school. My brother, that brother refused to help me. Yeah, I ran to the hall more than 1 million times. He never helped me. So at the end of the day, what happened? The little folk will have, and we'll collect every jacket. You know the party. So I want that to CDC defeat. See, so I know that you the party will learn from the mistake that they made. Yeah, so you remember that this is my first time listening to the station. It's my first time calling. I'll be calling your station now, my brother.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Hello. Hello. 0770-907-907 0776-36-40-45 0886-673-922. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, and this
Kekula. I call from Berry Street.
Let's hear you, Mr. Kekula.
Mr. Andrew, you spoke the truth. Some of the truth came from the very NPP because we came from the NPP block. The very VP, like the caller that just called the guy from LMP. We didn't need new job. Like for me, I'm with law enforcement. We just needed a recommendation for elevation. The NPP group that was in law enforcement, that is still in law enforcement, went to the VP to her personal house in Kongota and will follow her in Banga several times. No audience. So we who are among the law enforcement president with them made mockery all to the time. We stayed down. They say, your own sister can't help you. We're running around here. So they were working against themselves. They still mess with themselves. They were fighting against themselves. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Hello? Hello? You are on the air, Chief. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
Hello, am I live?
Yeah, you are on the air. Speak. Your name and where you called from.
Yeah, my name is Solomon. I'm joining from Royal Latin. Yeah, brother, thank you for the topic on discussion. Let me tell you, brother. 2020, when I was president, where I was in power, all those ministers and they were people that they were very, very mean. They were mean. So all I went around, I got suffering. We should tell them, oh yes, you have minister that will be the cause or you got to lose election. And now, president, we are seeing that. And for me, I'm arguing, president, we are doing 2029, you step aside. You step aside, and I know you will step aside because you need to fight it out and you need to find a full of strategy. 2029, they will come out with the strategy and they will beat it. It will not be good for the beat it 2 times. So it's better you stay aside and leave them. Because we got it, because 2029, and 2029, definitely will not win because you need to fight in power. And they get, and now they want you to, we have to make campaign for them. And so now, president, we are no very well the next thing that comes, president, we are going to step aside. And definitely will support that. All she and you step aside and live a tired life and enjoy yourself. Simple is saying to politics and come 2029. Because definitely good there will be.
Thank you so much. Have a nice Thursday. Hello? Yes.
Thank you. This is Zach F. Bemo, and I call from Purple Cardwell. Sam, let me commend you for the platform. At least the one person who actually balanced the school. But I want to disagree with the caller who left the line that President Weah, if he made an attempt to come 2029, will be nation again. No, President Weah is somebody that we should take very much serious, even those on the angle of the United Party. Don't all look President Weah. It is possible with the way how things are going on, with how the rescue train is proceeding, the possibility of President Weah being re-elected exists. Nobody should underestimate President Weah because the margin between President Weah and the current president is not much as compared to what happened in 2017. So all we can say to our people is that you need to put your feet down, especially the president, take charge as you have come to rescue the people of Liberia. But if you listen to those people who will create a situation like all are well, my brother, you will be given the essay though. It's just good that you will go 110. But don't underestimate President Weah. He is strong still in Liberia politics. Liberians are checking around and they have not seen anybody that they will put over President Weah, even if Joseph Waka leaves the scene in 2029. So don't overlook him. Thank you for your 3 minute time.
Thank you too for calling. Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you called from?
My name is Edwin Bagley. I'm a community district 14.
Let's hear you.
One of the mistakes to our TV is while you talking about senior brother. Those people that were appointed by President Weah, they were very, very mean to their people. Couldn't imagine half on the community we have Minister Mamesi Kabaya, we have Mario Pite, we have Aiba Fofana, we have Deputy Lower Minister in our community. But how many people from the community you think that people help? Nobody in the community. They were only doing it, appointing their own family member of those people that are being singing battle cry, raising battle cry behind them, going in the rain and sun. Nobody was able to help. Let's look at my bands. Our opponent by Joseph Burger. You can't make beginning of being my band happy today. But those people who come to 29 will tell me that we will know who to appoint, will know how to do it. They think about the opportunity, bro.
Thank you for calling to have a nice day. Hello.
Hello?
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm Lincoln Zadi. I call from Bonafa. Get me?
Yeah, we're listening to you.
Yeah, brother, thank you very much. You know, your elucidation is very great. You give a good message to the citizen. If the Liberian people continue to listen to you, I think they will make a good decision during election, right? So the sedition, their defeat from their very self, all right? They were very mean. Having a the rep near me here. Okay, I think some people in LDC when they got people, you put witches or how to speak to people. How will you live in the community? You know, you build government features and then you behaving like that. See that? So I pray that our unity party, the government features, will not practice the attitude of CDC government features. All right? They will learn from the mistake of the sedition. Yeah, so because if they do that, definitely, they will lose the election 2029. Myself, yeah, I have 3 brothers. All I will for them for CDC first. All right, I campaign to put people about their attitude, make myself vote against them. And I will never vote for CDC. I promise you, CDC will not win any election here anymore. Without doing election time, they will not get money to campaign. Nothing will tell all again to vote for them. Nothing.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Danny Green calling from Bannersville, Quebec.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, from what I got from the former president, he's simply trying to say that the party that are leaving the coalition and going on their own and saying that they are waiting for 2028, 2029 to make up their decision, they will be doing it on their own. Because if you come from in a defeat as a coalition, it's better you sit as a political party, put your horse to order, follow your sit, and just look at the mistake you have made, and form a coalition and form a team that you will be able to battle the ruling opposition. But if you are leaving right now and saying 2028, 2029 will come back, then why are you coming back? You're on your own and fight for yourself. The people that will come now and fight with the party to make the party vibrant, they remain with the party and the party can win and reach to the higher heights. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, thank you. You're right. Liberia's culture is such that, like the song, the people can say, "Money finish, go home." So, CDC now in power, all of those political parties, they find their way. Is that right? But you're right. I think in such a situation, you stay hold on, keep the arrangement intact.
Keep the arrangement intact because the defeat that Jerry took place is not from one person. It's from the 3 political parties that were emerged as a coalition. So now you can't leave one political party in and say you are leaving because the marriage is over. No. You can leave. You sit and put your horse in order. The mistake you make your work on it and make the party vibrant and bring the party to the position where it was.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Right now, saying 2029 you'll be back, for 2028 you'll be back to give your support. What else is coming back to give your support?
Thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, glad to be on your show. I'm John T. Double Jr. from Jable.
Let's hear you.
Hello? Yeah. After the public make their fight, I could because love is all about tragic comedy. If I make contract, when you are proceeding well, there is no level of intellectual will or can change the mind of the people. Yeah. You see, when you are proceeding in the interest of the people, or when you are not proceeding in the interest of the people, like the art of scramble, when you conjugate the verb eat, meaning that you eat, I eat, when she eat. Yeah, there is differences, procedure and feeding. The very two differences. Yeah, and see, government is not all about implementation, and the implementation has to do with the working arm. You see, when you're structuring the government, you should not forget that our motion say for each and every action, it got equal and opposite action.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing fine, man. CC, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, my brother. Sorry, man. I wish you speed up recovery.
Yeah, thank you. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you for taking my call, my brother. I stay behind for our female line.
Yeah.
Our senior manager is listening.
Yeah, he listening. The CEO are aware too.
Just do it for us.
Yeah, all of them listening, they are aware of your female line. They will do it.
Okay, let me say thank you, Sir Andrew. Yeah, I think that listen to what all you said is true. But I want to question my following, and listen to them, all of you, and listen to that view. That the CDC led government get to power and the ministers were me in the community, and one brought our defeat. I would say no. If they brought the defeat now, the people they had defeat and we leave power now. So they put in power now, you get a job, and I will share it, showing ahead to you.
No, they the same. I'm coming to that. My CC, you running ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my okay, sorry for running ahead of you.
No, go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. You're right.
Okay. So I'm asking them, okay, they put me in a district, in the some of us very me, in our own home. Our children very me today. Some of us me will see other people me and will complain that our losses. No, people put the person we are. When the last that they brought to the people that President Williams was city, so they bring for money, the minister was city, they bring for money, now bring defeat. Now they say, go to people and office and get their food and get their whatever. No. And they get them, they will do for you. But they will pay our children, very roads, very hospital, they will good for us. For the country, now okay, you one or two, I say, to no, you still go by and still go big. Some people are complaining, all minister was there, minister was that. They now choose that brought defeat. They put line, they stole the election. So I want to say for in their mind that the election went because they fought me. No, it's not it. They say we are there when the poking they said, you know what, there's nothing. Now we now my brother Andrew, my brother. Say Andrew, we now. What who crying now? Is that us? They put a phone on the platform, is that they're crying now? They book out in the fencing. Then the other not there. I'm gonna share today. I'm gonna share. In the podcast, I'm gonna share there. Share there, let them know. They put you born and say they were good. They're going to change the state. You are suffering. You are dead. You are that. Today, you brought them. Where are we today? The whole country crying. No job. They put line, they put city. Yeah, yesterday, I'm going to check. The woman was there. That man, I saw here. What was there? Never got a lorry. They sent a protest of boyfriend. Today, I'm going to tell you today. He said you want to let in the house. You brought the Lord, say you want to let. Today, the Lord are going up. The Lord are going up. What you got to say to us? So that was saying public high. I said, now I brought the fee. But when I come to the Yaka, responsibility. Or he come in that facility level. So you have to say, yourself. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, man. CC, have a very nice day. Okay. So I place it on my list here to give the other side. I always go for the two sides. That's how it is. That's what analysis is all about. But I said it in the middle of it. I said, if you look at the situation, Unity Party officials are doing the same thing. But the only thing that is helping them, it is early. Unlike CDC, that was already in the middle of the game. That means most of the ministers and other people, they felt complacent because President Weah had done a lot. So they felt relaxed now. And that is what they were using as campaign message. So, yes, the same thing. Masisi, you couldn't have said it. I know it. I see it all over the place. The same thing is happening. But what is helping them is it's early. But the same thing, they aren't reaching out at all. First thing, they have created a divide. They don't want to see the people from the other side. They think that they are the weakest people, they are the bad people, they are the unholy people, they are the dirtiest, they are the stinkers people, and they are the holy. That's how it is. If you listen to officials of Unity Party, very many, except for few who are very intelligent, refined, know that this whole thing that was just election stuff, but we are all Liberians, very many of them still hold that grudge within them and hate for those who supported CDC. Interestingly, they are showing the same mean attitude because they were complaining, they were condemning. You listen to them, say, oh, your own people, all kinds of stuff. But they're doing the same thing. They feel that they are only good for Unity Party. They're doing the same thing. Unity Party people, they're doing the same. They mean. Unity Party people, I beg you. They're doing the same thing. The country, the people already know they're managing. As they collect, they manage because it's obvious. President Bwara will not go his second term. I will come to that. I will start talking about the future. So they mean. They're doing the same old thing, no difference. No difference at all. Let's take this break and then we come back. Very short one.
I have mandated the entire machinery of my administration to recalibrate and enhance the focus on finding lasting solutions to the bread and the better issue facing our people. There will be no room for error. I say, therefore, there will be no room for error. There will be no room for laxity. All ministers and officials, please take note. My administration commitment remains unwavering when it comes to the transformational development of Liberia within the framework of an accountable and functional democracy. This is not only my ambitions, this is my determination. In order to do so, however, it will require that you ride to the course and make your own personal commitment to national development. This is our country. Just as it belongs to all of us, it requires the collective effort of all of us to improve it. No one person can do it for us, and we must not expect anyone from outside to do it for us. As I have often said, I have a vision and I will fulfill my mission. That vision is fully set out and captured in the proper agenda for prosperity and development. And my mission is to fulfill that vision through the development of this country and the betterment of the lives of the Liberian people. So help me God.
So let me close with this. If you brought in former President Charles Taylor, and this is my candid opinion, it is your right to disagree with me or not. An election is held in this country, he will win. And this is the reason. He still lives in the hearts and minds of about 60 to 75% of the population. He remains popular despite serving a 50-year jail sentence for crimes convicted of committing in Sierra Leone. 1, 2. Put out another election and put former President George Weah in the race. He will win that election. The same. He still lives in the hearts and minds of about 75 to 80% of the people. 2, 3. He remains the most popular person. He maintains his popularity, and he is the most popular person of all the politicians in Liberia presently. Take away the presidency from there that he had a mixed rule and all that people have to say, but just look at the personality coupled with what he did. The most unpopular person of all these people is the current leader, Joseph Yema Boakai. Those of you who have listened to DeLon, listened to a couple of other individuals, they say, oh, President Weah can never be president in Liberia again. A couple of days ago, I was following BBC and Cyril Ramaphosa is back to power. And I just said, but nothing is impossible. Sometimes from our human limitation, we think that it is impossible. But nothing is impossible. Every opportunity is available. A person can serve and then goes back, and people will think that that person can win, and we see the person being announced winner. Why it is true all democracies not the same, or all country structures not the same. But once you are popular and you remain popular, there's every likelihood if you declare your intent to contest, you will win. Of all these people, look at them. Look at President Boakai, look at Weah, look at the other politicians here, standard bearers of the various political parties. Who's the most popular? Who's the most popular? George Weah. If former President Weah came and stood wherever he finds necessary to stand, you have the crowd going there. If President Boakai chooses to go to a place, whichever he wants, as evident by what we see every day, you find less people. Less. Even out of this country, the current president, Amara Conan tried to sell him. The rest of the people who are around him, they don't know how to sell him. They don't even know how to brand him. So on the international scene, he's not well known. But at least they know that Liberia has a president. A transition took place. But in terms of the popularity to get things working for you, most of the people, maybe probably he might get to be known in the next 3, 4, 5 years. It didn't take anything to get known by the international community and became a popular figure, because she was shuttling from one end to another within the UN system, out of the UN system, making friends here and there, engaging organizations. She was very proactive. And her vice president, who is president now, didn't take advantage of that. He would spend more time in Liberia, less out of the country. So his boss always was the popular person out. So she's out, he became president. He's not known still. In his very country, he's not known. The most popular person of all of them is George Weah. If former President Weah says that he wants to and will contest 2029, fast forward we into 2027, 2028, the atmosphere, everybody will be convinced. If anybody would think that President Weah can be president of this country again, that is a myth. If anybody would think that President Joseph Yema Boakai can win election again, it is a myth. You know why? It's as simple to understand. Boakai not a popular figure. Boakai was a forced figure, F-O-R-C-E-D, forced figure. Boakai did not come to the presidency by popularity. No, Boakai came to the presidency forced, influenced, used. And fortunately, they got it. When I say forced, I mean the opportunity to come in by the guys who were desperate. Look at Bouacar before the presidency. Look at Bouacar before the presidency. Bouacar was gradually fading. Almost all his public gatherings, he was sleeping. How did we get to know the name Sleepy Joe? Because he was sleeping in every gathering. He's revived now. And even at that time, they were finding it hard to sell him. Because he was the only popular face amongst them, no other name, no one had the personality. Even in his illness, they were still putting him forth to contest. Because they had no face other than Joseph Human Bouacar. Six years from now, we all pray for long life. You wouldn't see Bouacar attempting to contest. No. Let's assume for the argument's sake that President Joseph Human Bouacar would not be contesting 2029. With President Bouacar face off the political scene, what face that will be popular, or what popular face other than Joseph Human Bouacar to go against a popular face, George Weah? Jeremiah Kun? No. Jeremiah Kun is unknown. Who else? What other name? What other name? No. Forget about the other political factors. We'll talk about them with time. You will see them. They will manifest themselves. But apart from Bouacar, assuming that Bouacar is not contesting 2029, what face, in terms of popularity, the force, the support of the people, other than George Weah? Nakun? No. Nakun. George Weah still command between 75 to 85% of the people of this country. If you had election today, President Weah will win. Many of you are arguing. I can understand. The argument is great. Disagreeing. But I maintain, given what I have seen of that man over the years, from his footballing days all the way to becoming president and leaving the presidency, and how resolute seditions are, George, we are still command between 75 to 85% of the population of this country. If you had election today and we are contested that election, next we announce George Weah as president for the second time. Just like when you bring Charles Taylor by and Charles Taylor contest, Charles Taylor win because of the popularity. These are people who live in the hearts and minds, bones, marrow, soul, flesh of vast majority of the population. What popularity? Who is more popular other than George Weah in this place right now? Who is more popular? You know why Weah is not talking? Let me tell you, the thing is as simple. That simple wisdom he's using. And I will appreciate that he remains that way. If I had the opportunity to sit with him, I said, Mr. Former President, the path you're treading, continue on that path. Don't open up politically too much or very fast. Because you know why? All Weah people listen to him. All Weah people, they live in him, they listen to him. They talk him, they sleep him, they everything. If we are just get fully involved in almost the daily politics of this country, the atmosphere will be different. So if you look at Weah carefully, what he's doing is he's using wisdom. There are a number of things. Look at those things that happen over the time. You hear him talk? Not that he can talk. Not that those things didn't hurt him. Not that he didn't feel disrespected. Not that he can come up to speak as a former president, but he understands the culture and understands his people. So in that situation, he tries to keep the situation as normal as it is. So he ignores all of those things. He's in the country like he's not in the country. He lives as a common person. He returns as a common person. He stays in the country like he's not in the country. If he just started to move into political issues, talking here and there, the party is this, the government is not doing this, the orders, you'll see the atmosphere. That simple wisdom. If you sat with former President Weah, he will tell you some of these things. Simple wisdom. And that's how a leader, a popular leader, behaves, because he knows he has the people. If President Weah just said that I'm taking a walk from Cinco, Moravia City Corporation, and just walking down Broad Street, there will be accidents, people will get hurt, people take it or leave it, people will die. You know why? There will be no space. There'll be no space for cars to pass. Human beings will be all over the place. I bet you now, if that man just decide to walk from under the red light and then bypass the intersection going down Broad Street, you'll see. So when certain Unity Party politicians say we can win election in this country and they give their factors, I look at it, read it, say no, it's just because they are in power right now, they're enjoying the United States dollar, so they can say something. The most popular person right now in this country is George Weah. And if George Weah just tried to get fully involved in the daily politics of this country, the atmosphere will be different. The only thing you hear from the government of the day that he's trying to create instability, former president trying to do the former trend. That's why he tries to play a simple wisdom. What they do, what they say about him, he ain't get time. When they need be for him to go out of the country and do one or two things, quietly he leaves. When they need be to come back into the country, quietly he comes in. You think all those things that happen at the airport, we can talk? You think we ain't get a right to talk? You think as an opposition politician, he can call a news conference and say to the media what he got to say, and then it goes far and wide? He can't. But the reason he doesn't want to do it because he wants to keep the atmosphere as peaceful, because he's the most popular person. Just a word or two. Bwaga isn't popular. Bwaga is the president, but he isn't popular. Popularity is very key in anything. Popularity is very, very key. Very key. No one should overlook it. A popular person is a charismatic person. A charismatic person is a popular person. People move by the charisma of the person. And George Weah is a charisma carrier. If there is a by-election and a sedition or the party puts up a person and George Weah just moved to rally or to get involved in the campaign for that person, that CDC candidate will win, and will win with a massive vote. Honestly, look at it. Look at all of them. Look at all the people. Look at the culture. The most popular person in this country, the most popular politician is George Weah. Nobody popular in this country than George Weah. Nobody. Our election did not say when you serve your 2 terms, you can't come out again. No. George Weah can come out. And he can win. It's also likely that he can win. It's also likely that he can win. But what I'm telling you, that he's the most popular character of all the politicians in Liberia. No one will argue that he didn't develop, he didn't make any impact over the 6 years. He did. It's all over the place. No one will argue that President Bwaga is not going to make any impact developmentally. No, he will. That's the essence of leading the country as leader. And nobody will say that Bouaka will do 100% in the 6 years. For no president has done 100% development in 6 years in this country, as far as we know and as far as history is available to us. But they will try the best they can. That is why they will always press for another 6 years. Bouaka can do all in 6 years. He will press for another 6 years, provided he will want to contest or he will be in the position to contest. But the most popular of all these people, George Weah. So the argument that George Weah can win election in this country, that is a myth. Yeah, I can argue on things that that I don't have control over in that situation. That the people have control. One politician say the man can win election as if he, the chairman of the National Elections Commission, all of the deputy commissioners. When politicians are saying these things, or unity party politicians are saying these things, that this man can never win elections in this country, you know what? It tells people who are far-sighted like us that truly net temper with the election by creating a mystery character in Edward Appiton, who today is nowhere around. He didn't even know how he got those votes. His impact is not even seen after the elections. He's not around to do anything. You're not seeing anything. He gone in America. He's sitting down there, just like Cummings. We're talking about Cummings. We'll start x-raying these politicians to tell you people that why you shouldn't trust them. You saw what Cummings did? Cummings did it the first time. He's done it the second time. That's Cummings right there. You see, when we tell you, you don't trust politicians, you don't risk your life, you don't go against your family members, friends, you don't keep grudge and cut speeches, all those things, you don't do it. You see, Cummings gone. But that's not the issue. So when you say we are going to win election, when Unity Party politicians are saying we are going to never win election, then it is a confirmation that the election was tampered with. No reason why the percentage, it was managed by the National Elections Commission by creating a mystery character in Edward Appiton. So I say now that the formula worked, he's out, he can never come back. So since we're going to control the National Elections Commission now, we'll do everything to make sure 2029 he doesn't win if he ever contested. If you listen to Unity Party politicians, that's how we read into it. Look at the mystery character. What the mystery character is doing around now, what he's doing, what you can see of the mystery character, Edward Appiton. I've never ever been convinced from the very first day that thing started coming on. I've never ever been convinced. We have never seen it in election. Even a county that the man even know in this country. The man only year. The man even know the road to go to that county. He got substantial votes from there. Oh, this country, this so that my people, that the only reason that no other reason other than that, when you're Unity Party senator saying John Weah can never win election in this country, they're telling you that we work well with the National Elections Commission to divide the votes in a way that it will not be seen as too wide, it will not be seen as too close. So look at it. How it ended. So what they did was they created a mystery character called Edward Appiton. A portion votes to him. The man go to a county. The man never seen a county. He didn't even know the road to the county. But the man getting 15,000, 20,000 votes from there. Few calls, then we go home. The news is on at 6 o'clock. 0770 907 907 0886 673 922 0776 36 40 45. Few calls, and then we out on Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 to get ready for tomorrow. Go straight to the point. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, Anis, Kalapa calling for Prophet Pagokono.
Benu Galapa, you related to how they call the Internal Affairs Minister?
No.
You only share the same name, eh?
Yes.
Let's hear you.
I just want to tell you thank you. He said everything. He was yamming up for you back. Because the poor really for years. For me, I say, it's about you. I say, there for Jovia. He said, line in my fella, in my womb. Charlie, four can be connected to the child. I look it to me. Because one day, there's a been a process here. I never get inside my children. I now put a transport all the way from Brother Pagokono to the airport. I paid away to come back. No minister give me water to drink the living tower. That's why I see. So waiting for you. We pray all citizens. Stand still. So should not mind it. So you not take it word. About get to step back.
Thank you, Benu. Have a nice day. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. Hello. What is your name and where you called from? You want to go straight to the point.
Thank you. Good evening to VOL family and good evening to your listeners. My name is Mohammed Assis, a resident of District 17, Banjo to be specific. Brother Andrew, you're right on everything that he said. He said all. It is true. If President we can former President, if you can only decide, I want to go to 17 today. And when I get to District 17, I will get them right at the station and I will walk to go to Broadway Stadium that day. Cars that will be coming from Bapolu, other places, they will not find their way through because the whole street will be flooded of social human beings. That nobody can do. President we are me. Former President we are me the most popular human being in Liberia. And also you that never play game without Edward Appleton. That name, in fact, the name is very strange to the Liberian people. But now, that man, at the former Heron people, that man did not receive a single vote. But now created a vote for that man.
Thank you, sir.
They created a vote for the man. Thank you also, man. I agree with you.
Hello.
Hello.
Your name, where you call from? Your line is grinding. You want to move away? Yeah, it's much better.
You getting me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my name is for the second time. So thank you, brother, for your second talking point. No, sometimes it's good to discuss issues. I need to when you forest rally to discuss the issue. Thank God, I you from Radio King, I mean, you from the start of it. You from the I said, thank God, you from the start of Radio King, I mean, sometimes I know you're not the ones I got you let the balance.
Thank you for calling. Thank you. Have a nice day. Just one, and then we go. Edwin Dra has to announce the winners cash money giveaway. 0770 907 907 0776 36 40 45. You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1. We are transmitting from Capital Bypass on this 20th day of June 2024. Let's cross over to drive to.
So, for now, we don't have a winner yet. You know, I've been out for a couple of hours now. The reason why I have not been on the show, I had an issue around the Clay Street area. We had some issues there and I have resolved everything. So I decided to come back. But nevertheless, with the very small time left, I think we can be able to generate like one or two winners. So walk away this evening with your 2,500 Liberian dollars. All you do is dial *799 hash, Enter select number 8 voucher Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent United States dollars and win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. So very shortly, if it is possible, we can do the spin right now. Let me see what I can spin. Let me see what I can spin. Oh, I give you some more time. Let me give them some more time. So put in quickly so we can spin together. That's star 799 hash. You okay? You select number 8 voucher Liberia. As you select number 8 voucher Liberia, your wallet will open. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent USD and stand a chance of winning yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. So this one, you're playing with 100 LD. As you play with your 100 LD, you win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars as well. And tomorrow, we will be giving out 20,000. So tomorrow is Friday. Regularly, every Friday, we give you 20,000. But for today, we're giving it 2,500. So tomorrow, you play with like 200, and today you play with 100. So you play with 100 today, you win your 2,005. It will give you the opportunity to play 2-3 times tomorrow. You could win like the 20,000, 40,000, or 60,000. It could be a very good opportunity in a week ending for you on tomorrow. But let's win this one first. Dial star 799 hash. Enter you select number 8 voucher Liberia. You select number 8 voucher Liberia when their wallet open. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or you play with 70 cent US. Then you stand a chance of winning the 2,500. Yeah, sorry that I came very late before you say, oh, I get your money today. Yeah, I get your money today. I know it is my responsibility to give you the money. So we got very few more minutes. Few more minutes. If we can reach this target, we will spin. When we spin, we'll get the person. Okay. Star 799 hash. Enter select number 8 voucher Liberia. As you select number 8 voucher Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars, $100 LD from your mobile account, and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So this one, it means you get a 2,400 profit. You see how it can be good? Yeah. So again, let's do it quickly. Let's do it and see how far we're going. Yes. Okay, small more. Star 799 hash. As you enter, you select number 8 voucher Liberia and stand a chance to win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. So very shortly, I take my first spin and I want to do it in row. So I'll do the first spin. You're possible when you play, you spin first and lay on your number 7 and spin and lay on your number. Or sometimes when you spin first and lay on your number, you lay on 0, you spin second, you can lay on your number. So I come into the first spin. But before I take the first spin, dial star 799 hash, enter select number 8 voucher Liberia, and as you select number 8 voucher Liberia, you will be able to win yourself 2,500 LD just for playing with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent Liberian dollars. Sorry that we came in very late, but before we go, we have to give somebody 2,500. We have to give somebody 2,500. So let me take the spin right now. The spin is on. The spin is on. Oh, we know. So the spin is on. Star 799 hash, enter select number 8 voucher Liberia and stand a chance to win yourself the 20,000. The spin is on. Let me see. I come in spin. I'm spinning right now. Yeah, let me do this spinning. Let me do this spinning quickly. Quick. Let me do this spinning quick. Yes, we just came and we have to do it quickly so we can reach, so we can get somebody there 2,500 quickly. Hey, yeah, give me a chance, man. Oh, the network here. Yeah. Okay. That's star 799 hash. Okay. Select number 8 voucher Liberia. As you select number 8 versus Liberia, you will play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent US and win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars right here. Now, let me spin. The spin is on. It's on. I know people been missing me and say, oh, Melvin, you are the money man I ever. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, talking politics. I was listening, to Sam Andrews, very analytical. You know how it takes some time. So the spin is on. And we come and take the winner right now. Come and take the winner. Come and take the winner. Come and take the winner. There we go. This first spin. Hello?
Hello?
My name is Edwin Melvin Chua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
Yeah.
Go away from the noise now, my brother.
Yeah, this is Joseph S. Wagai.
Joseph S. Bwaka?
Yeah.
The Bwaka people, they are very lucky. Joseph Bwaka, Joseph N. Bwaka, Joseph Yuma Bwaka, the president. Yesterday, Lamin Bwaka won the motorbike. Today, again, Joseph S. Bwaka, he now win 2,500.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my man, I played too much. Oh, thank God, I win 2005.
Yeah, you just won yourself 2005, man. So,
okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Joe Bwaka.
Okay.
All right.
This is the president of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, no problem, Mr. President. Thank you. Okay. President and we is at 2-5. President second can hustle. So you see how beautiful the game can be. Yeah, just like I came on a bit late, man. People who are won more on today, but keep the entry possible. We can take one more winner. That's star 799 hash. Enter select number 8 voice of Liberia. And as you select number 8 voice of Liberia, you play with 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance of winning yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. So that's how we're going to be doing it. And we have very limited time now to the close of the show. And at 6 o'clock will be the news on Voice of Liberia. So before 6 o'clock, let's see whether we can generate another winner here. Okay. Keep it coming. Star 799 hash. Enter, select number 8, Voice of Liberia. Okay. And play with 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win the 2,500. We just took the first spin, and Joseph Bwaka won the first spin. Joseph Bwaka won the 2,500 Liberian dollars. Yesterday, Lamin Bwaka from Bomi County. Lamin Bwaka won the motorbike. Lamin Bwaka, let me give you Lamin Bwaka's story. We call Lamin Bwaka for his motorbike that he now win the motorbike, but Lamin Bwaka now believing that he now win motorbike. Lamin Bwaka feel that the 419 people can be on. Lamin Bwaka feel that the 419 people on with him or we on with him. Lamin Bwaka now win motorbike on into himself. Up to present, when we call Lamin, people can be at the back that is Lamin, they want Steve on you. People want Steve, will not regret anything from you, Lamin. Lamin come for your motorbike on Monday at 12 o'clock to Voice of Liberia on Capital Bypass. All you need to do for us, bring us one good article that you're seeing Lamin Bwaka that appear on the mobile money, on your Lone Star number, that when we check it there, Lamin Bwaka bring us one good article that Lamin Bwaka will be on. That's all we want from you. Then you come, you stand before us, that same number that won, we die, it ring in your pocket, then we know that the Lamin Bwaka man there. Then we give a motorbike to you. So you who was unfortunate to win the motorbike and win the 2005 this evening. So that's star 799 hash. Let's do it quickly. That's star 799 hash. You finish? Enter it. Okay. Select number 8. Okay. All right. So your wallet open. So you now to play with $100 LD or you play with 70 cent LD. Okay. It's gone. You see it? So your number now appear on the dashboard now. So come do the raffle. Come and make it ring. When you drop on your number now, then you the winner. You become the winner. and you eat 2,500. But let's do a quick winner. Star 799 hash. Enter select number 8 for the Liberia. As you select number 8 for the Liberia, play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cent US and win the 2,500 Liberian dollars. And that's how we're going to be doing it. That's how we're going to be doing it. Roughly a few more minutes to go. So Lamin Bwaka, let's say Lamin Bwaka, when I called him yesterday, my man, you win the motor bar. The way people can win the 2005, when you call them, they can yell. Imagine people win 2005, they can yell. I call Lamin Bwaka, I want to win almost $1,000 US worth of material or property. Lamin no yell. What wrong on that board there? what is wrong with Lamin? You know, so that they say the environment living get inbound, the way they living bombing, so that maybe in the drop out of bombing. So apparently he just try a lock and we go and Lamin say you play 2 times. Just see how the thing can be interesting. Some people can play 2 times, they win it 20,000. Some people it can be the first time they play. So that's how it is, like, interestingly. Then some people can play. Some people been playing, they can't win. Like, I was like passing the all of time. They must say, you can be the first library and people can play, they can win. I said, no, man, not that people can play, they can win. The thing here is easy and simple. When you play, the machine will pick you, it means I won't pick you. But when the machine pick you, I will pick you. So the machine can be 10 again. I come in spin. We almost reached the level now. I come in spin. That star 799 hash enter select number 8 for Liberia. I think we need like 2 or 3 more numbers. Then it reach. So it reach. I take the spin. Remember, sometimes when the last person to put it in, you can be the winner. Star 799 hash enter select number 8 for Liberia. As the select number 8 for Liberia, you play with 2,500 LD. You win yourself the. Let's say you play with 100 Liberian dollars, you win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. I'm very sorry that I came late, but here much I have come. Let's draw it up so we can give the money up quick. Yeah, Joseph Barker won the first 2005. Let me see what I can win the second. Who will win the second 2005? Star 799 hash. Hurry up. Star 799 hash. The spin is on. Okay. I'm spinning. The spin is on. No. It lay on 0. It didn't pick anybody. Sam. It didn't pick anybody. So maybe I'll try 1 or 2 more times before we cut the show a day. So you can just have your closer. Go get like 4 more minutes. So that's star 799 hash. As you enter select number 8 for Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, play with the 2,500 LD and win the. Let's say play with the 100 Liberian dollars and win the 2,500 LD. Let me spin. Let me spin. So that we gotta take one more winner here. Yeah, they didn't load. I gotta take 1 more person. So, but keep it coming. Star 799 hash as you enter select number 8 for Liberia, and as you select number 8 for Liberia, then you win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. So now, let me take the last spin. Yeah, you who go on your side, you take the one. Then not because people adding stubborn there will not be taking our winner. Let me call our winner, yeah. Yeah, that's how you're looking at. Yes, that's how it is. Okay. Let me dial star 799 hash enter select number 8 for Liberia. As you select number 8 for Liberia, you win yourself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. Okay. Okay, so there we go now. The spin is on. And the spin is on. You're going to pick another person here. It's spin on. It's spin on, and there we go. We got a lucky winner here. Hello. My name is Edwin Melvin Joe. I'm calling from Voice Liberia.
Yes, sir. Peter Yeleke from New Jersey.
Who?
Peter Yeleke from New Jersey.
Peter Yeleke.
Yes, sir, from New Jersey.
You play the cash giveaway for Voice Liberia, Journal?
Yes, sir.
Journal, right?
Just now.
So when I tell you spin, you put it in.
Yes, but you were talking about the spinning, but I can't spin it too.
No, okay, I join inside. You become winner.
Yeah, thank you.
You win 2,500. Yeah, Peter.
Oh, God, thank you so much.
Okay, Peter. Thank you, man. Have a great day.
Okay.
Okay. So Peter is our last winner. Peter is our last winner. Peter is our last winner. My name is Edwin Melvin Joa, the catchman who always on the show Bit and Pieces with Sam Andrews. We say thanks to all of you for participating. I came very late, but at least 2% won 2005. That's 5,000 I gave us today from my wallet. Thank you, Sam Andrews.
Don't trouble nothing too much, you know. 1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back.
104.1
Voice of Liberia.
Your Power Station.
Hitting the 15 counties.
Linking international correspondence.
Breaking the news as it happens.
VOL News is the basement of trust